You are the sky, the moon and night. You are my life, a shining light. These things I've learned are never ending.
I'm doing this dance called Angel for my grandmother Bapcha, and I hope that she is proud, and I know that she is watching me from heaven.
You know that song, Angels, for my mom?
I know, Maddie was telling me.
She's so excited about it. My mom was diagnosed with cancer when I was really young, and my mom meant the world to me. Her and I were close, just like Maddie and I are. The other day, I was a little freaked out because, like, I smelled her, and it was so weird. You know, I look at her picture every day when I get my coffee, and, you know, I have her little handwriting on my cabinet, you know. And I don't know, I just miss her so much. I can't stand it.
Like, you think, like, I'm gonna pick up the phone and call them, and you're like...
I still do it. I sometimes say, oh, I have to tell my mom about this, you know? And then I'm like, is she not there?
I can't imagine not having a parent.
Oh, I mean, I have nobody.
When I look at Maddie, I see my mom, because my mom had the blue eyes that Maddie has. And I always say to her, my mom gave me you. When she left me, she gave me you.
Chug, 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 and you're moving forward a little bit, but more hips, big. Go. Nia is doing a character piece entitled La Quifa. It's sassy, it's snap, and hip, and head pop. Go. See how you're like gonna fall when you finish? I don't wanna see that. Do it again. Push! Staggering again, come on. Nia is African-American, and I'm trying to teach her different ethnic dances, and I'm trying to train her so that when she is in New York or LA and the casting call says ethnic, she can do all of the dances correctly. Your abdominal muscles, engage them. Now march in your own circle, nose up in the air, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna swing this down 5 and fan kick big, 4 starch flex 7 and 8. Good. Before I start another solo, and before I start yelling about your feet and your legs being sloppy, this is the difference between winning an overall. This is the difference between winning a title. Right here, the technique. Explain that word to me. We use it all the time. What does technique mean?
I think it means that you, I really don't know.
You really don't know. And how many times have you heard it in dance?
1,000 times.
1,000 times. If you were reading a book and they used a word 1,000 times and you didn't understand it, wouldn't you go look up the word?
Yeah. Abby pushes me really hard, but I don't mind because it makes me a better dancer.
Go head out on the floor.
Boy, these don't hurt. No, I haven't been a little mad. Let me see. I just want to tell you that Bapcha would have been so proud of you. You know, her and I were close like you and I, except we didn't fight like you and I fight. Because you're too much of a perfectionist. But she meant so much to me. She was my best friend like you and I are. That's why you remind me so much of her. She loved angels, you know. And when she died, I took her hat. You know, the angels that we always put on, but this is the special, most special angel. This was her favorite little angel. So let's pin it on you, okay?
My mom wore this pin on her hat every day when she had cancer, and she would have loved to see my kids dance the way they dance. And giving this pin to my daughter means the world to me.
You are the sky, the moon and night. You are my life, a shining light. These things I've learned are never ending. Stories we will tell. You don't know what a song you sing. You don't know how much joy you bring. You are my angel, asleep inside your halo, halo. I'm right beside you, and you know how much you're
I never get tired of watching Maddie dance. She always brings tears to my eyes.
I'm right beside you. You know how much your love. I know you forever will be my angel. Forever will be my
Maddie did her solo so wonderful today. I'm so proud of her, and Bobja would be proud of her too.
All right, my thing's all. Look at my sewing. Look, it's like all. It's because I'm rushed.
Look, this actually says for the style, 70s party afro. Should have seen the woman at the store. Is that for you?
It's offensive that Abby asked me to go out and buy an afro wig. Why is she asking me? I think it's very stereotypical.
Why she's always depicting this Afro-American looking thing that...
I know.
Yeah.
And these
And
more
why,
than that.
why the wig? Nia's solos have appeared to be going in a particular direction. The solo that she's now doing, she's got an afro wig on, and she's portraying Laquifa, somebody, and I feel bad. There's so many cute things that she could do, you know?
I know.
It's almost starting to be not politically correct. Holly is a little hysterical over this, I think. I think that this is starting to really play and wear on Holly. Don't you let that affect you, because you know what? You are gonna go out and just smash it.
Right. See?
See, you're gonna kill it. You could be one of my dancers.
I think Nia does get typed with her numbers, but everybody does. Brooke has done an acrobatic routine since she was 6 years old. She's never been given anything else. And there's many other things Brooke could do. Like, Brooke could do a lyrical number, but Abby just doesn't give it to her because she's typed as an acro.
I felt I was put in an awful situation. I don't want to pull her from a dance. She's worked hard. She deserves to be in that dance. At the same time, I don't feel comfortable with her being on stage dressed that way.
Nia is doing a character piece entitled Laquifa. I need Nia to know the ethnic dances. Those dances come from a heritage, and they have to be done correctly.
They call me Laquifa.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I'm really apprehensive about this dance. I don't like the song, I don't like the costume, I don't like the theme. Come on, it's called Laquifa.
They call me Laquifa.
The postmodern hip hop. Baby, they call me Laquifa for the postmodern hip hop. Laquifa, what? Laquifa, what? Laquifa, what? Laquifa, what? I said 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 what? Baby, they call.
Very disappointed. I came to see a dance and I saw my daughter walking across the stage. Beautifully, it was entertaining, but it was not dancing. Can I talk to you for a moment?
Sure.
Abby, outside?
Sure.
I have held my tongue long enough, and I'm tired of this. It is time for me to be direct and have a heart-to-heart with Abby now.
It's still really unnerving for me that she's wearing a wig. It's 2011 and she's wearing a 70s afro wig. It's the whole idea of it's an afro. It just seems so stereotypical.
It is stereotypical, absolutely.
But just like she's the token black kid.
I wouldn't use the word token, I would use the word affluent and special, and
It doesn't come across that way.
Azmaret is not going to school for 4 years for free on the Martin Luther King Scholarship because she's white. If I send her to an audition, it's gonna be an ethnic call. nobody else is gonna get to go but her. When they wanna hire an African-American kid, they hire an African-American kid.
But when I'm thinking of, I'm looking at Nia, all of her routines, it seems, is like a jungle theme. There's a Satan theme. It's like there's a little undertone or nuance that is like a little bit of a negativity that I would just like something that's a little bit more celebratory.
Well, then you pick the music and you hire the choreographer and she can do the number.
Abby, we don't have to go there. All I'm trying to do...
You're going there.
No, I'm not.
We don't have a problem. What I'm
Abby.
giving her works for her movements, for what she does well. She doesn't have good feet. She doesn't have great turnout. She doesn't straighten her knee. She's sway back. I'm telling you very nicely, pick the music, pick the choreographer.
Abby, come on, let's not
Nobody,
go there.
but not one kid pays me 30 grand a year. And if you do, I will be a lot nicer and I'll sit down and we can have a big conference about it.
Well, you know what?
But for $250 a month, go somewhere else. That's the way it
First
is.
of all, I don't pay $250 a month. That's the first
To me,
thing.
you do.
No, I don't. Look how I dress, look where I live, look what I pay. I pay, what, almost $100,000 a year in private school tuition? And you're telling me I can't afford you?
I did not say that. I
Pretty much
said,
you did.
no, I did not.
And you have my kid dressed up in an afro? Let's not go there.
I did not say that.
I
I
didn't get
said
kid, and my
that if
husband is.
every
We
customer
have a lot
paid
of
me
capital.
$30,000 a year,
Okay.
that I would be glad to sit
Think
down and have a
closely
conference with you.
about think closely about your words.
Holly comes from a world of books. She doesn't come from my world. I am trying to give her daughter more opportunities. Nia could go in for any ethnic role and nail it, but she needs to have the dance background. And Holly keeps fighting it on me. And I'm telling you this with all sincerity. There's a lot of teachers out there. If you're not happy, look through the yellow pages.
I am fed up with Abby. Abby needs to learn that my daughter's a dancer first. She's not an ethnicity first.